Let's now talk about two of the BRICS members, India and China. Well, India and China have agreed to restore patrolling rights along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh's Depsang Plains and Demchok region. After 4.5 years of standoff in the region, the two sides have reached an agreement on disengagement. This means that Indian troops can now keep a vigil in the north of Ladakh to patrolling point 10 to 13 in the Depsang Plains and in Charding Nala of Demchok in the south of Ladakh.
Over the last several weeks, Indian and Chinese diplomatic and military negotiators have been in close contact with each other in a variety of forums. And as a result of these discussions, agreement has been arrived at on patrolling arrangements along the line of actual control in the India-China border areas, leading to disengagement and a resolution of the issues that had arisen in these areas in 2020. And we will be taking the next steps on this.
According to reports, patrolling in these areas will be conducted at a frequency of twice a month in the pre-2020 fashion. At least 14 to 15 troops will carry out these vigils to avert any confrontation. Both sides will exchange their patrol programs in advance and modify their date or time in case of any coincidence. As per the agreement, the deployment of troops along the LAC will also be reduced on both the sides. The Chinese Foreign Ministry said in the next stage it will work with India to properly implement that resolution.
Recently, China and India have maintained close communication through diplomatic and military channels on issues relating to the China-India border. Currently, the two sides have reached a resolution on the relevant issues. China gives its positive approval to this. In the next stage, we will work with India to properly implement that resolution.
The agreement is significant since until a year ago, the Chinese side was reluctant to even discuss these two areas of stalemate after the beginning of confrontations in eastern Ladakh in May of 2020. While this agreement between the two nations will pave way for non-hostile patrolling in these two areas. Now, reports say the situation in the Galwan Valley and Pangong So along the LAC will remain the same, where disengagement of troops with creation of buffer zones was achieved 2 years ago. The breakthrough in the standoff comes months after India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks on the LAC with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in July this year. While on September 12th, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese Foreign Minister and Special Representative Wang Yi on the sidelines of the BRICS NSA's meeting in St. Petersburg. It was learned that Doval discussed military disengagement on the line of actual control with China on top priority. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.